Hello, and thank you for joining me today for another review. Basically, I'll be reviewing the Bluetooth headphones, the Max Pro Stereo Sport Wireless in-ear headphones. These are by Youngway. The specs on these things are labeled as a sport headphone, and they are sweat-proof. Bluetooth 4.1, so Android, iPhone, Windows, Mac, Linux, basically anything with Bluetooth, bam, these can do it. They can pair up two devices. That means like two phones, or one phone and a laptop, or one phone and a computer, or whatever, as long as it's two devices. It does have a mic, even though it doesn't say it has a mic in the description. It does have one, and it does have call capabilities, which that does say it does have in the specs. So that is a good thing that these are call capable. It does come with a 1-year warranty, which is really nice, especially for these types of headphones, the lower price headphones on the market right now. That's always a plus. All right, the next thing I want to go over is the sound. That's the most important part, I think. So these sound fairly good. The bass is very heavy, so if you like a lot of bass, these can produce it. These can produce bass, and it actually sounds like it's deep inside your ear. Yeah, the bass is really deep inside your ear. So that was nice. I did like the bass. The mids and highs, because the bass is so there, it's a little muffled. Not bad. Not where you can't hear the song. Not where, you know, I want to say, like, if you put on like a $200 pair of headphones and start listening to them, you can definitely tell a difference. But like I said, I'm saying a $200 pair of headphones, you can tell a difference, which is a big difference in how much these cost and $200. These just, I want to say, like 15% muffled. Not bad. In fact, probably after about 5 minutes of listening to these, you really can't tell anymore. Your ears just kind of adapt to it. I mean, that's just how it is. I want to say that there was no noticeable electronic noise, which is a big thing. Usually, with these types of headphones, there's a slight electronic noise in the background. It can be fairly loud, it can be very quiet, but I didn't notice some of these. That was good. If you've ever heard of a record player, and you know that constant sound, that's what I'm talking about. And these did not have that. In fact, when they cut on and off, I just heard the click on and click off, and that was it. And really couldn't tell that they were on or off. So I was, like I said, impressed with that. That's a good thing. I want to go over the likes and dislikes that I had for these. The likes, I did like the deep bass these have. These have some really nice deep bass. Like I said, you can really hear them inside your ear. It feels very deep. It's a really nice bass, especially if you put it on some bass. The sound is good enough for sports. I mean, it really is. You're not really gonna be wanting to have, you know, audiophile sound quality, you know, while you're doing sports, because hey, these are right now $29.99, and I wouldn't be afraid to lose these. You know, if I had a pair of, you know, $100, $200 headphones, I'd be really scared to lose them. And more than likely, because I'm out and doing stuff, I'm probably gonna lose them because, you know, it's, you know, you're doing a lot of activities. So for the price, these have great sound. I mean, they really do. And plus, what they're made for is sport and stuff. I'm not going to be like all worried about losing them. So that's a good thing. That's a beneficial thing. The Bluetooth range, fairly good Bluetooth range. I did like that. That was one of my likes. It has just enough environment proofing. Just enough environment proofing. So that's a positive. It's not like I want to be in a rainstorm and water's pouring over me good, but it's good enough to where I can go out, maybe get caught in a light shower, and not have to worry about my headphones just getting totally ruined. And again, these are cheap enough where even if they do get ruined, even if I am caught in a tornado or something, and you know these get totally destroyed, I'm not going to worry about it too much because $29.99. Bam. Okay. I do like how secure they feel. When you are wearing them, they do secure really nicely on your head. You can shake your head back and forth, but they're not going to come off. So that's great for activities. There's no heavy buttons on the cords. You know, some headphones have those big bulky buttons. I hate those because if you're active, if you're moving around and stuff, they just swing and do stuff, and you're just like, no, stop it. So I like how the buttons are on here, even though they're a little clicky, but that's fine. So my dislikes. The chafing of the cord when sweating for a while is pretty bad. That's a very bad thing, but that's all headphones. It's just an annoying thing. But I did seem to notice it on these. There's different ways that you can actually help prevent that, and that's to get the cord in the back. You can actually get something to tie them back like that. So that way when they go around your head, they're pressed more on your scalp instead of like just hanging loosey where they can move around. So that's something you might want to think about even with any pair of headphones. I didn't like the cheap buttony feel. They're just not the type of buttons I like, but they're not that bad. They do work. They're functional. The easy press button on here, I didn't like that. I kept bumping it over and over and over again. The blue LED, I don't know if you can tell, but this thing keeps blinking and it's really bright. So don't like that because it's just not one, it's just one side. It's not both sides. That's okay, but it's blinky. It's really blinky and it's really bright and it like lights up almost the whole thing. And some people might like that. I don't, but that's okay. The next thing is little battery life. I want to say is about 5-ish hours. It took about 2 hours to charge. I wish these would last just a little bit longer. They're going to be great for, if you go out and do sports and stuff like that, but I want to be able to go out and do other things. Maybe after I ride my bike, I want to go down to the beach. Maybe after I go down to the beach, I want to go to the club. Why am I listening to headphones at the club? Maybe I don't like their music. Who knows? But it's a thing. So, there we go. Low battery life. I wish they would charge a little bit faster too, but I mean that's pretty much how it is with the lower price headphones. Okay. So, last thoughts. If you're into a little extra bass and want a cheap pair of headphones that you don't mind losing for, sport activities, these are not a bad choice. These are actually a pretty good choice. I got the blues because I wanted to be different. Everybody has black ones, and red ones, and but not very many have blue, so they just kind of stand out a little bit more. So that's my final thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed my review, and hope you can come back and see other things that I reviewed because I'm pretty meticulous, so it's kind of crazy. All right, later.